Good morning, everyone. Firstly, we thank God for this day that He has given to us. The Angami Students Union, the incident that had happened on the 9th of August at 12:30, at around 12:30 in the broad daylight. As you are all aware, this kind of incident had happened several times now, and with the grace period of 48 hours given to the Assam Rifles, we have resolved the matter last night before 12. And regard to this, uh, in regard to this matter, we have had a sitting with the deputy commissioner and the IG of the IGAR North. So, as for the meeting minutes as well as the clarification on the Angami Students Union, I would give the time to our General Secretary of the Angami Students Union.
At the outset, the Angami Students Union, taking the opportunity of this press conference, we would like to express our profound gratitude and acknowledgement to all the organizations, unions, individuals, groups, and the Nagas at large for extending your solidarity and support with the Angami Students Union over the issue that happened on the 9th of August 2024. The ASU, we would like to reiterate that after the issue came out and it came to the notice of the Angami Students Union, since then, it was the intention and endeavor of the ASU to deliver justice to a civilian and also to the Naga people. In doing so, as we have mentioned the other day, there may have been some inconveniences to the general public. However, we once again express our regret for the inconveniences caused. However, throughout the endeavor of demanding for our rights and justice, it is because of the support and solidarity of the general public that we are able to come thus far. The incident of 9 August 2024 is one among the many incidents which have happened to the Nagas. And it was fortunate that the incident came into the notice of the public. And therefore, the ASU would like to inform and remind all people concerned that every citizen or any individual residing within our jurisdiction is as important as the president of ASU and as equal as the president of ASU. And therefore, even if the incident may have happened to some other person, which have happened to our president, we would have taken the matter as serious as we are taking up the matter today. Coming back on the issue, after we have noticed the issue, we have given a charter of demands to the competent authorities. Through a press statement, we have demanded that the jawan concerned should be identified and he should tender unconditional apology, and that the Assam Rifles and the IGAR North should initiate disciplinary action against the jawan concerned. Those were our demands, and we gave an ultimatum, a grace period of 48 hours. So within these 48 hours, we were expecting that the parties concerned will respond and reply in line with the charter of demands that the ASU have placed before them. But to the dismay of the Angami Students Union, as we have all noticed, yesterday they issued a press statement whereby the press statement issued from the end was misleading. At the same time, their statement did not have the full version of the story. So We were agitated, we were anguished, and like we have mentioned the other day, in the first place, they have denied assaulting our president in the venue. After which, again, the yesterday's press statement again did never mentioned about assaulting our president, who is also a civilian. Considering all these factors, we have had a threadbare meeting and discussion with our forums. However, the deputy commissioner and the superintendent of police of Kohima district have taken the initiative to mediate on this matter. On their invitation, we met the deputy commissioner and the SP on the night this incident occurred. And on that very evening, we have made our stand clear of the three charter of demands we have placed before them and the general public. After which, yesterday, we were again invited by the Deputy Commissioner Kohima, mediating on this issue. We have conveyed to the Deputy Commissioner that we will be willing to come to a certain agreement only if our demands are met. And if they are willing to come and meet our demands, then we will come to the coordination meeting which was initiated by the Deputy Commissioner. Late night, before the expiry of 48 hours, a coordination meeting was convened at the official residence of Deputy Commissioner Kohima, wherein ASU, we were there at the meeting, and also the IGAR North and his officers were present in the meeting. Through the meeting, and as we have handed out the meeting minutes to you all, we had a threadbare discussion, and as per the demand of the Angami Students Union, the jawan who was responsible in assaulting a civilian and also the president of the Angami Students Union was identified by their competent authorities. Along with the IGR North, his officers and the jawan concerned came to the meeting. And through the meeting, in the presence of the signatories as enclosed in the annexure of the meeting minutes, the jawan concerned has personally, in front of all of us, admitted that while on his duty, he have done wrong against a civilian in the like of our ASU president. Subsequently, he have tendered unconditional apology in front of all of us. Secondly, through the press statement of the IGAR North, and also in yesterday's meeting, we are being apprised that disciplinary action proceedings have been initiated against him. Thirdly, as I have mentioned earlier, their press statement which came out yesterday in the form of clarification was misleading. As such, as mentioned in the meeting minute, it is mentioned that having tendered apology, all clarification statements over the issue stands null and void. And as such, the press statement issued by the IGAR North yesterday, clarifying the incident, stands null and void as it was misleading. And now, as they have publicly tendered their apology, which was minuted by the Deputy Commissioner Kohima, which copy we will make it available for public consumption later on. The demand of the Angami Students Union is met, and the issue which occurred on the 9 August 2024 has been amicably resolved after the IGAR North has come to the terms and met the demands of the Angami Students Union. However, the Angami Students Union would like to make a mention that despite resolving this particular issue in line with the Naga Students Federation, we are still in non-cooperation with the armed forces, that which we have already mentioned, and it is in existence in all the Naga inhabited areas. Now, although the matter is resolved, we would like to make a clarion call to these paramilitary forces and the armies concerned that they should not continue to harass and assault the Nagas and the civilians in the names of Armed Forces Special Powers Act of 1958. Through this platform, we appeal all like-minded organizations and individuals to totally denounce the draconian law. And we also, the Angami Students Union, reiterate our demand to the government of India that Nagas and the Naga homeland must be free from this draconian law, as this law violates the very basic of human rights. And therefore, we are making a clearing call that this time we may have resolved the issue, but in days to come, if this issue continues, then the brunt of this issue will be very severe, and the Angami Students Union would not hesitate to go to any extent to protect and promote the rights of our people. Therefore, as I have mentioned, the issue stands resolved in respect of the 9 August 2024. And if there are any questions to take, we will be able to take these questions.
You've said that they will be initiating punishment from their end, but since a police complaint, official police complaint has not been filed, what assurance or have they given from their end?
Yes, yes. As I have mentioned, they have mentioned about that, and even in yesterday's press statement, I would like to make a special mention. Yesterday's press statement is null and void in respect of the clarification made. However, in that press statement, they have made a mention about disciplinary action being initiated. So there is not a clarification statement. There is a reply from them in respect of our demand for taking action against him. So that stands, and we will monitor on this matter as well.
Because a police complaint has not been filed, or so any legal action may or may not be initiated from their end. So I also want to know the reason why the civilian, because the victim is a civilian, so why an FIR was not filed?
See, after the issue erupted, we were in a discussion to file an FIR. However, the case being a civil case, and then at that point in time, since we are already in non-cooperation with the Assam Rifles and the armed forces, here we did not want to take the issue to the Indian court at the moment. We wanted to first ascertain the matter. However, as you have rightly asked, in the course, if they fail to take befitting action against him from the end of the Angami Students Union, we will take up any measures so that action is taken against the perpetrator.
So since the meeting minutes here, it's mentioned that the clarification statement that was issued yesterday stands null and void. This meeting minute you said will be circulated later. But are you expecting the Assam Rifles to also issue a statement saying that their statement is null and void, or?
That part we leave it to them. But in the meeting, what we have discussed in principle is that their statement being issued stands null and void. So whether they issue a statement or not, as for us, it is an official statement from them. So this statement of theirs remains null and void.
We have heard from several civilians that they have faced the same issue, but they did not put this issue into the matter, and they were the silent victim. So we have heard, but still then we could not.
In respect of this particular question, now what we are trying to mention is, in this particular stretch where the incident happened with a civilian in the like of our president, this is not the first case. Many such cases have occurred where the general public, although the thoroughfare goes through their game, that particular public road doesn't come in within their game. It goes through their game. So the public road belongs to the public, so public should be given free access. And also they have mentioned that this area is considered to be a high security zone. In a high security zone, when the civilians and the public are not safe, there is no security, so it becomes a mockery. But as my vice president have mentioned, there are similar incidents where people were verbally harassed, and perhaps there are also cases where they were also assaulted, not to the extent of this time, but since they are common people, it went unnoticed and uncomplained. But in this line, we are also trying to mention that similar cases from the armed forces have happened to the Nagas in Naga homeland. And I think the incidents of the Oting incident, the Oinam incident, the Matikri incident, all these cases are still fresh in our minds. So these are some of the major issues. However, as we have also mentioned in our earlier issues, there were also cases where without any warrant, without any reasons, they are starting to raid the houses, residence of our common people. And then they are uh, confronting with us when we are also banning them from flying in the aftermath of the outing incident. We have warned that they should not fly in the public places. Still, then they were in uh, defiance of these warnings, and they came out. They started to confront with us. So the intention and these little incidents that I have mentioned, these are all evidence and facts that the issue of this kind had been there before. But we are making a strong and a fervent warning to the armed forces that they should have no intention to repeat this kind of actions again. It is not a mistake, it is an intentional action. So if they intend to repeat this kind of actions again, then the brunt of the issue would be very severe, and we are making a very severe warning here.
So during the meeting, was it discussed that the area where this incident particularly happened is a public road? Was this issue discussed during the meeting?
See, coming back on this matter, now the ASU, we are also in consultation with our apex organizations, and then we have informed them and told them that the road passing through their this army camp belongs to the public. We have clearly mentioned that it belongs to us.
What
So-
is the stand of the deputy commissioner on this? The road passing the Assam Rifles area?
We have not heard his official comment on this, but we would like to make a mention that the ASU, we are going to seriously monitor on this matter, and as and when we are able to gather the right informations, we will be coming up with certain initiations. So we will keep you updated about the matter.
Since their camp is right in the heart of Kohima, do you think they should relocate if they feel unsafe?
Without any doubt, they have to. But as I have mentioned, we are in the process. But now, as we have asked, they feel that they are not safe. But here, if they feel they are not safe, how can they make the public safe? That is our question. And in their high security zone, when the common people, the civilians are not safe, how can that area be a security zone for them also? So it is not, they feel that it is not safe for them, and even for us, we don't feel, but we have felt that it is not safe for us through this incident. So apparently they should venture to vacate the occupied place in the heart of the Kohima town.